We have just come into the village of Inglesham, or the hamlet maybe of Inglesham. This is the church. Jackie's just noticed that up the top there are the pulleys for the bells, which are actually around the front. I don't know if you can see they're around the front there. And they've got sort of, I don't know if those are little caps to stop them going too far in, or whether those are little bells as well. And are we going this way, I guess? The Thames Path this way. We've just found this roundhouse, which is along the edge of the Thames, and we've done a bit of Googling, and it says that the roundhouse on the Thames and Severn Canal, which is this bit here, are 5 former lengthsmen's cottages which were built along the canal between Chalford and Letchlade, and they were constructed in 1790s. That's when the canal was built. They say that all but one of them are Grade 2 listed buildings. And they have been described as peculiar and a distinctive feature along this section. And I was going to tell you what a lengthsman's cottage is, because I've never heard of what a lengthman is. I've never heard of a lengthsman before. So I googled that, and it said that the idea of lengthsman were coined in the 1700s, and it's a concept that was rooted back in the Tudor era, as far back as the War of the Roses, and it was referring to somebody who kept a length of road neat and tidy and passable, and they had particular emphasis on marking boundaries. It also says that the lengthsmen were used on canals and railways as well, from the beginnings of both. So I guess it's, you know, kind of where they start maybe, and they were then responsible for the miles between each village. So this would be Letchlade that way, and the village that we just came from that way. And they were originally employed by the lords of the manor, but now it's parish councils. But these ones I think now are private dwellings. By the looks of it. I think that is a private dwelling, yeah. So yeah, no lengthsmans living there. But yeah, they were responsible for weeding, getting rid of litter, keeping bits passable, keeping the grass and the weeds down. That was the kind of job I would like, I think. Get paid to do that. Keeping canal and the river clear, I guess. Keeping the canals clear. I suppose if any trees or anything fell in, you'd have to go and clear it up. That's a little bit of local history for you. There is the statue of Old Father Thames, who we want to go and find because he's here somewhere. It says, before the Thames and the Severn Canal was opened in 1789, Letchlade was the highest point on the Thames that laden barges could reach, and they carried salt, it says, wool and cheese. And we saw a cheese place further down, didn't we?
Yeah, that was at the lock.
That was at the lock. The ford. They had a cheese, and that was carried down the river. Yeah. It's been an active river for a long, long time, serving the community. We are going to go and find a nice cup of tea. What have you found?
Halfpenny Bridge.
Halfpenny.
Halfpenny.
The Halfpenny Bridge. It could be a halfpenny, but is this what it's called? The Halfpenny Bridge, the first of 106 navigable bridges between here and London. So this is the first Halfpenny Bridge. The Halfpenny Bridge has spanned the River Thames since 1782, when it was replaced, when it replaced a ferry crossing. A tiny old toll house is all that remains from the time when everyone crossing the bridge had to pay a halfpenny. So that's why it's called a halfpenny. Until the people of Letchlade rebelled and the charge was dropped in 1839. So, where is that, the little thing at the top then?
The little one up there, yeah.
Oh yeah, so the toll house, yeah. How very dare they charge you a halfpenny. So that would be why it's called Halfpenny Bridge then. And it's the first of the 106 navigable bridges. So navigable bridges, does that mean, what does that mean? What's a navigable bridge?
A bridge that you can get under in a boat.
I'm sure we've passed other bridges, or maybe they were just footbridges.
Yeah, just and they're ones that.
That must be it then. So this is the point where.
Keep walking downstream. You'll reach London in 10 days.
In 10 days? Is it only going to take us 10 days to get to London?
Yeah, hopefully.
Can we do it in sections? I don't fancy doing it all today, if that's okay.
No, I don't fancy doing it all today.
10 days.
10 days.
Is that the average speed of what? 3 miles an hour?
3 miles an hour? That's a bit slow.
I think that, isn't that the average speed, or is it 5? 3 or 5?
I thought 4.
Oh, somewhere in the middle. We'll go for 4. Can we please go get tea?
Yes, please.
Thanks, and cake.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
gluten-free treat, orange juice, raspberry lemonade, and we're having a cup of tea, aren't we?
We are.
Nice cups. Am I doing the whole Ukraine thing again, aren't I, with my teapot? But this time I'm doing it with a teapot and an orange juice. You know, when I had with Daryl, I had the yellow teapot and the blue teapot.
Oh, yes.
Doing the Ukraine flag with random yellow and blue things. This place is called the Tea Chest, and it is a perfect stop off for the Thames Path hike. It is right just as you come into Letchlade, right on the river, and yeah, can highly recommend as a spot to stop, have a cup of tea, have a cake. Perfect. Very nice gluten-free brownies. Yes, they do gluten-free. Very nice cups of tea, to the point where we've had two.
Have a lolly.
Are we going to have a lolly?
Yeah, I'm having a lolly.
Okay, we'll have a lolly then. If we had more time, Jackie and I would be out on one of those swans. They also have flamingos that you can pedal around in. That's one of the World War II, is it World War II, wasn't it? Pillboxes. Protecting the River Thames from potential invading forces. They had them strategically placed so that they could fire across the river. Hi, please maybe come across your bridge. You're a very handsome fella. Thank you. Move along now, please. Move along now, please. Thank you. Thank you, cows. This is St John's Lock, just down from Letchlade. Apparently somewhere along here is Old Man Thames. Oh, there he is, up there. Yep. Self-service lock, and that'll be the lock keeper's cottage.
Has he got a spade?
He has got a spade by the look of it. I don't know why he's got a spade. We'll go find out, shall we? I just realised most of this I was filming without the Steadicam thing on, so it might have been a bit bumpy. Do you think it was a bit bumpy the last time I filmed?
Derelict cottage.
Oh, look. Here he is. Old Father Thames. Presented in 1958 by H. Scott Freeman Esquire, a conservator of the River Thames. It says the statue was commissioned in 1854 for the Crystal Palace and marked the head of the Thames at Shrewsbury, or Shrewsbury Mead, from 1958 to 1974, and then moved here to St John's Lock in 1974. So he was at the start, wasn't he, originally, I believe. Is that what it says? Shrewsbury. Is that where the start was? Where did we go?
Shrewsbury Mead.
Shrewsbury Mead. Is that where we started? The head of the Thames. Yeah, head of the Thames at Shrewsbury Mead. I like their style. They've got like a woven basket thing in that willow tree. I don't know, it's just got a lot of character to it. And it's even got a cannon on the top. They could be pirates. Maybe they want to be pirates. I'm now wearing my bag back to front because I've caught the sun so much on my back, but I've got a big patch on my back now where the bag was blocking it. So I'm wearing my bag back to front to even out the tan. Right, let's have a look in here, shall we? This pillbox is actually accessible.
Oh, and you can actually go in it.
You can go in it, yeah. Let's have a little peek. A peek in here. Oop, oop, ouch, ouch. Oh, we've got to squeeze through. Yep. You could have pointed your guns out. Your big guns, probably. They probably would have wanted big guns, wouldn't they?
I don't think you would have got a big gun in here, Pip. I think this is more rifle.
Do you think? Well, yeah, but I don't mean like little shotguns. I mean big, whatever their big handguns were.
All right.
You know, not like a big barrel boom thing. because yeah.
Take them out halfway down the river.
So you could have seen them come in, and you could take them out as they were coming past, but it would have been very hard for them to get you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're very protected. And then what have we got here? Is this an offshoot? What's, oh no, the river went round, didn't it?
All the way round. This is why they've got one well positioned here.
There's a man sunbathing on his paddleboard over there. Yeah, so you could have got them all the way round.
Machine gun maybe?
Yeah, machine gun.
Because they've got holes in here, so maybe they had
somewhere to pop the barrel.
A stand, and then the barrel
to swivel, maybe. Solid concrete, and I would imagine there's some sort of metal structure under it, isn't there? Yeah, you see all the iron reinforcement bits that are starting to show through now that the concrete is rotting. I think they get something called concrete cancer, I think it is. That over there is Cheese Wharf, and I can highly recommend it as a good place to stay near Letchlade. You can see there's not many parking spots. You can get maybe 4 or 5 camper vans in there, and I've stayed the night there and it was very lovely and peaceful. During the day, in the summer, quite often you get a lot of paddle boarders parking up and setting up here, but in the evening it does quieten down quite a lot. Good spot. We've now reached Buscott Lock. We're here. Well, this is a very pretty lock.
Very well kept.
It is. That is a very chunky willow.
Huge.
We were trying to decide if it was still alive or not, and there are buds on certain bits of it. You can see the buds. But it's huge. What's this bit? Look, I wonder what that was for.
Gate.
Yeah, it could have been a gate attached to the tree.
It's got its own little ecosystem growing up there. Look,
It does, yeah.
Is that blackthorn?
It is a type of thorn.
And an elder. And dandelions. And parsley.
Up there, its own little eco.
It's got its own plateau.
It has. We've done this before. These plateaus.
These plateaus. They're really
Micro, or what is it? Microcosms, or whatever they're called. Oh, there's another nice bridge. There's a lot of nice bridges. Nice wooden bridges.
I'm not sure we're going over it though, are we?
Probably not, no. I've noticed that as we're walking along here, there is a line of dandelions just under the electric fence. And it's like the boundary. They're not here where people are walking, and they're not in this field. For whatever reason, they've not spread that far, but they are lining the pathway, which is very strange. We made it to Kelmscott. We did. We are both rather burnt.
Pinky pink.
Rather pink. Visions in pink. Oh, yeah.
Make the boys wink.
What was that?
To make the boys wink.
To make the boys wink. And not in our sticky, sweaty, disgusting state, no.
In our cow-licked state.
Yeah, oh yes. Yeah, Lee better not kiss the back of my neck when I get in. Not only will I be sweaty and disgusting, but I might also taste like cow saliva. So we're going to head off to the services where you're going to get picked up, aren't you?
Yes.
And we're going to have takeaway.
Naughty foods.
We're going to have something that's really not very good for us. But we don't care because we've just walked 9.5 miles on the hottest day of the year so far.
Yes.
Flipping on. Right. Hope you enjoyed this third section of our Thames hike. If you haven't watched the other 2, please check out the playlist somewhere, wherever it is. The playlist that says Thames hike, and check out our route and continue to check out our route because it's 180 something miles and we've done 23 ish. Something like that. Maybe maybe a bit more now because that was to Letchlade, was it not? So we've done another 3, so 26.
No,
26.
I think I might have taken it to... Oh no, you might.
Yes,
you're
no,
right.
26 miles of
miles
186-ish miles. It's not going to take us long to complete this, is it? This might be a 2-year thing. I don't know how many weekends we're going to fit in and how many. We've got a couple of 13-mile hikes coming up, which will be the longest ones we've done.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might see a lot of half-dead hot, sunburnt us at the end of the next couple of walks.
Yeah, maybe not on the hottest days. We need to try and.
Although summer's coming now, so you know it's going to be warm. Hopefully,
we could do with some cloud cover.
A little bit of cloud cover. It was nice walking in the heat, and not getting rained on and all that kind of stuff. But I forget how hard it is to actually walk in hot weather. It's in ways it's harder, isn't it?
And our feet feel
and,
it.
oh, my feet, yeah.
Hot feet.
Felt like they were on fire. So, anywho, let's go eat. Let's go eat. Thanks for watching. We will see you all in the next hike. And if you want to continue watching my vlogs on a daily basis, then check out a different playlist.